What's up, everybody? Oh, what's up, everybody? Here on Connect Now. What a show we have for you. We're going to talk about a lot of stuff going on Connect Now. We're going to talk about this. The Reverend Jesse Jackson had his funeral service this past week, and Jesse Jackson, along with a host of others, did a lot. You will talk about it coming up here, Reverend Jesse Jackson. A lot of presidents were in attendance, including Obama, Clinton, and Biden, including Vice President Harris, as they celebrate the life and times of the late, great Reverend Jesse Jackson. We get connected now, started right here, right now.
Hello.
Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay.
Hey, Brittany, Shay, what you doing? How you doing today?
I'm doing okay.
Okay. Okay. Well, join in the conversation using the hashtag Connect Now here on Connect TV. And don't forget to subscribe. Subscribe is caring. Tell a friend, call a friend, hit that subscribe button so you won't miss a thing. All right, Brittany Shay, let's get this right here. Kristi Noem was the head of the Department of Homeland Security. She has been ousted out of a job. She's no longer the Department of Homeland Security. And now President Trump finds someone else. Let's hear some reports on Kristi Noem did testify of her defense of Homeland Security right here, right now.
So, Secretary Noem, at any time during your tenure as Director of Department of Homeland Security, have you had sexual relations with Corey Lewandowski?
Mr. Chairman, I am shocked that we're going down and peddling tabloid garbage in this committee today.
Reclaiming
and
my
ma'am,
time.
one thing that I would tell you is that he is a special government employee who works for the White House. There are thousands of them in the federal government.
So, reclaiming my time,
advisor,
Secretary, it is
has
okay for
no,
you to be
no
offended
authority
by
to
the
be
question.
making any
It is
decisions.
okay for you to
has
be
no
offended
authority
by the
to
question.
Making
But it is
decisions
also
and
a
putting
real
up your
question.
position. So what I would say
And
to
you should be able to
is
answer
that
the
what we do
question
at the Department of Homeland
clearly
Security every single
and without
day,
any hesitation.
every single day is to protect
if
this
someone
country
is
and
asking
to make
if
decisions.
you or any federal official is sleeping with their subordinate, that should be the easiest. You should be wanting to answer that question.
Is garbage?
Because it is not about
It is
your sex
offensive
life.
that you have brought
It is
that up.
about your judgment.
That kind of garbage
It is
has
about
been refuted
reclaiming
for
my
years,
time so
and
that
you
I
need
can
to
hear myself.
recognize-
Time belongs to the gentlelady from California, but it'd be nice if you would let her respond.
I will. I want to let you know it is about your judgment and decision making. It is about the 260,000 employees that work under you that want to make sure that you are giving information and making decisions clearly. It is about conflict of interest. It is about a national security risk. Department of Homeland Security was created right after 9/11 to protect the homeland. And DHS has circulated an internal bulletin to law enforcement partners warning that the conflict of the war we're in could inspire lone actors or small-scale cyber activity inside the United States, according to a memo obtained by ABC News. So American lives are at risk. The people who work for you are at risk. And they want to know that the person at the top, you, are making decisions clearly, without any sort of cloudiness, and that they're your decisions because you're the secretary who was confirmed. That's what this is about. Saving the lives of Americans and not costing them millions of dollars and not having a secretary who's compromised in her decision making.
All right. You heard from that representative, I forgot her name, but she had told Kristi Noem about her affair and stuff. So what's your whole thoughts on Kristi Noem being relieved of her duties?
She had an affair.
Well, that was that lady saying, but then she's married. Kristi Noem's married, but the lady trying to say that Kristi Noem had an affair with one of her top aides.
She probably did. Yeah. She probably did. But I'm glad she out. But I fear like, did he replace her with somebody worse? You see what I'm saying? Somebody worse than her, somebody more incompetent, somebody more racist. Like, you know what I mean?
Well, he's a dude, and he not too long ago tried to have a fight against somebody. I forgot his name, but he didn't know about it until Trump had gave him the nomination. And
Hmm.
I like, well, I mean, I don't know what to say. These folks ain't these folks don't know what they doing. Plain and simple.
They don't. If at least get people that know what they doing. They ain't doing that. And they talking about DEI. Well, all of y'all are DEI hires because none of y'all know what y'all doing at all.
No,
You
they
know what
don't.
I'm saying? At all. But y'all got the nerve to talk about black people and brown people, whatever, to my they don't belong in certain positions. And if a black man's a pilot, does he qualify? If he wouldn't have been a pilot, if he didn't qualify, Charlie Kirk. You see what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
it's the most like they just think all people are stupid, like all people color stupid. No, we're not. We're the most intelligent people there is, especially black women. Black women, most educated people, women, group of people there is. Like, don't play on our intelligence. You see what I'm saying? Like, we know better. We know what's going on. Everybody else might not see it, but we see things for what it is, and we vote the right way. We on the right side of history, period. And Kristi Noem, it's like she was incompetent on how she handled Minneapolis. You know what I mean? And the two people that unfortunately lost their lives
Yeah.
because of that. And then the people that they hire for ICE, they not of law enforcement. It's just like they just picked up anybody from the street and just say, here, get a badge and a gun. Go. I'm for real. And go profile people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's terrible. I'll be glad when this administration is done and over with. I swear. It's just getting
Well,
worse and worse.
you got 3 years left. So I mean, these 3 years before be here before you know it.
I know, but damn, they need to hurry up. Shit. I'm tired of this shit. He worse than damn Bush. My goodness. I thought Bush was all right, but shit, he worse than Bush and Nixon. Now how you be worse than Nixon? Come on
Oh
now.
yeah.
And what's his name? I don't care too much for him neither. Reagan. Hell, I don't.
No, all of them just ain't on your good book today, huh?
I'm just saying. I'm just tired. Every time you look on the news, they talk about this man every day. I had to literally
And he
like,
loves having the attention and stuff like that. You know that, right?
yeah. So for me, I don't want to see it. I just go to the next thing. I just do something else. Now, don't get me wrong. I do want to be informed on what's going on, but I don't want to see nothing I don't believe it. I don't want to see nothing that come out his mouth. Period.
Okay. Yo, he's gonna be regurgitated for the next 3 years, and then it's gonna be back again for him going to court again. So you know that's coming.
Yeah, that's why he's trying to do everything he can to stay in office. Cause
Oh, I mean, that's it.
he know he gonna be brought upon civil, criminal, war crimes. You see what I'm saying? All type of stuff. All of them.
Yeah, yeah, that war crime stuff. Yeah, I agree with you on that one because I mean, you killing kids that was in school and teachers, like
Yeah, and then had a nerd to lie and say, "Oh, it was Iran that did that." Iran they did that. Y'all did that. Please.
y'all just don't know what y'all doing, and then it's so unhinged, and then
Mm-hmm.
they they don't know what they're doing, and then they talking about the media don't know what they doing because they try to get people to not trust the media, and then you got people from Fox News, and then you got people from like I guess a little CBS and stuff trying to kiss their butt too because Trump got friends, billionaire friends that just brought CBS and now CNN. He trying to control the narrative and stuff, and I'm like that ain't gonna work.
Mm-mm. Like you trying to propagize and stuff and act like this, like you want to be a dictator so bad. The truth still gonna come out regardless.
Yeah, I mean, you can't stop freedom of the press. That's the First Amendment right.
Yeah.
Regardless you like it or not. Like he got First Amendment right to just say word salad stuff that he been saying, regurgitating. So I mean,
Exactly.
everybody got this. Go ahead, Brittany.
Yeah, go ahead.
I mean, everybody got their opinion, their belief. So I mean, you have your opinion, your beliefs, just like he got his opinions and beliefs, like he got his followers and everybody else. So I mean, it ain't. It's just meeting of the minds when you think about it.
Right. And then too, you can have an opinion, but that don't make it right. That don't make
Yeah.
it, make it right or what you're saying or what you're doing. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah. Everybody got an opinion, but like I said, that don't make it right.
And he ain't trying to make it right. He ain't even apologized about what you just said about the two people from Minnesota got killed.
Yeah, it's like, oh well. Like they lives matter, everybody's life matter. Whether we, like everybody's life matters.
Right.
But,
everybody's life do matter.
But and to preference on that, I would say just like we had the Black Lives Matter movement, they was trying to co-opt that, all lives matter. But then again, it's like all lives don't matter to Black Lives Matter. That's what that was saying. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you have to include everyone. You just can't exclude Black people just because you don't like Black people, whatever. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like I always tell you, it's like Black people are the most hated group of people. We hated by everybody. Don't make no sense. When we don't even
right. I know.
Sometimes we don't even, not all of us, but some of us, we don't even want to be bothered with none of that mess. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
One spoiled apple spoiled a whole bunch, but that's individual. It's like Black people can't be seen as individuals when it comes to crimes or when stuff happens. They group us all together.
Yeah.
Or all Black people like that, all Black people like that. No, it's not. Black people are not monolithic, man. We all different types of race, shade, colors, beliefs.
Some agree, some of us agree with each other,
Yeah.
some of us don't agree. But at the end of the day, that's the beauty of America is we're a melting pot.
Yeah, it's like, but I'm saying amongst Black community, we are not the same, but we are the same in certain.
Yeah. We the culture and stuff.
Yeah, but it's like you get what I'm saying.
Everybody trying to appropriate on us and trying to use our slang, trying to use our style, trying to walk like us, talk like us.
Mm-hmm. And then breath hate us. Make it make sense. How you gonna want to be like somebody that you hate? That don't make no sense.
Yep. Well, speaking of that, we will segue to that to this right here. Now, Brittany, Shay, you have been talking about this guy right here, Walter Johnson, Mr. Tenderism, as lately. Let's look and hear how his relationship with this dude started. Let's take a look.
What he's added to the business has been huge and is very visible to a lot of people. But then at the end of the day, it shortchanges so many other people who built this business, including this guy, who when I met him had absolutely zero.
So the owner of a restaurant called Destination Smokehouse that went really viral because of Mr. Tenderism is now saying that Mr. Tenderism doesn't deserve all the credit.
It shortchanges so many other people who built this business, including this guy, including this guy, including this guy.
It seems like to me the owner is upset because he wants all the attention for himself, and he seems to be a little bit jealous that Mr. Tenderism is the one that everybody knows. But he does try to justify that he's not the bad guy.
If anybody really knows Walt, it's an insult to think that he would be taken advantage of by anybody, especially by this guy.
Why does he keep calling himself this guy?
And let's look at one more time on Mr. Tenderism getting a trademark.
Y'all talk to me. We have a meeting. He's the original owner of Tenderism under the trademark. And today, he said, well, I'm going to get the trademark to you. And here he is. Boy, look, Attorney Harris. Yes, sir. Man, you don't know the appreciation. Things have been happening. God is good.
God is good. God is good.
It wouldn't have happened.
Yes, sir.
If it weren't for him. And now look at it. Hey, family, see how we reach out and touch? Long time coming, but the time is here.
Well, I just want to thank you all for all that you've done for the community. You are a magnificent inspiration to us. And it is time for our community to work together to do big things economically. And it is an absolute honor to begin the process of transferring those trademarks over to you, because you deserve it, you created it, and you've created something very, very special for our community. So, hey, look, we ready to roll. Let's go, man.
Hey, man, look at here. This Tenderism, boy. I'm finna really, y'all. We finna have some fun. I'm finna tenderize the United States. And I say one thing to that. Booyah. My man. Amen. Right.
Mm-mm.
All right, that was Mr. Tenderism. Brittany, Shay, you brought me up on this situation. I didn't know nothing about it until T brought it up. Could you elaborate even more on the story of Mr. Tenderism?
Yeah, so Mr. Johnson, Mr. Tenderism, he basically, helped a struggling business reinvent itself and find success, because Destination Smokehouse basically was on the brink of closure. I think I remember his dad or somebody in the family had owned it, and he had it as the coffee shop. And Mr. Tenderism came in one day and said, hey, instead of selling coffee, try selling, barbecue. So he said, he took his advice, and Walter was with him, basically helped building his business up with him. You see what I'm saying? And brought smokers and brought Tenderism to what it is today. You know what I'm saying? He just called himself being almost like the face of the company. You know what I mean? Promoting the company, promoting the food, how good the food was, how the food fall off the bone. Everybody like ribs that fall off the bone. It's gonna be juicy. Meat in general that falls off the bone is always the best meat or whatever. So that's what he did in his personality. And he just was like an uncle to, he just mind you somebody uncle in the family. And he just went off and skyrocketed from there with much success on TikTok. I don't think he didn't know how much of an impact he made. You see what I'm saying? He basically, like, millions upon millions of people know him and fell in love with Mr. Tenderism. So I think, like they were saying, I think the owner started wanting to appear on camera more, and he got jealous. You can tell, because he wanted all that, glory, attention, because folks was thinking Unc was the owner, but he wasn't. And so the real owner tried to come in there and spin it like, Unc got some kind of shares, like got some, propriety into the business, in which he don't. You know what I'm saying? Just a line. And basically you took this man's stardom and want it for yourself, but you didn't have the sauce. You want Mr. Tenderism. That Mr. Tenderism. Yeah, he took off, and I just like how he's an older gentleman and he just finding this success. So they're just saying you can find success and fame at any age. You know what I mean? So I'm happy for
Yeah. Let's hear from Mr. Tenderism himself on his newfound success. Let's take a look.
While we're talking, a question I think everybody's been wanting to know is, are you still at Destination Smokehouse?
No, I'm not. I'm not at Destination Smokehouse. I'm with Tenderism now. I have to go on my own, so that way I can do what I have to do. So I don't want nobody to be, it is what it is. You got to move on. When things happen, you don't get mad. Hey, you just take another step. Get glad. Praise the Lord, you're still living. But I'm finna tenderize the world now. Hey, they should have never. But it is what it is, y'all. And hey, family out there, y'all keep supporting me. And I guarantee you, I ain't gonna do you wrong. Booyah.
Booyah, right.
Booyah.
He kind of remind me of somebody that we know.
Yeah, Travis Dix. But I just it is what it is. Like, rejection is protection. And then too, just because you let me go, this not gonna stop me. It was holding me back. Now it's gonna elevate me, not to the next level. So I'm happy for him. And this make the other man look bad, because you tried it. You really was trying to be like Auntie Jemima, Uncle Ben, KFC man, who else?
You did say the KFC man, I didn't even know the one. You said a black woman who came up with them KFC ingredients.
Yeah, cause we know ain't no white man finna be coming up with no damn 27 spices on no damn check out. You see what I'm saying?
The good chicken, KFC, especially damn Richmond, and it crispy.
Yeah, but they try to suppress that information. It just, come to find out it was this person behind it. It always this black person behind something, and it gets earmarked or get bookmarked, but that person doesn't get the recognition they deserve until basically someone else of another race come in and kill, steals, and destroy, and takes that person's livelihood, takes that person ideas, take that person recipe, you know this and that, and use it for themselves and act like they did it. It's and like Jack Daniels too. I heard about Jack Daniels. A black man came with that. So it's like a lot of things that black people have done gets demolished or diminished. So I'm just glad that that lawyer looked out for him in, in the future. You see what I'm saying? He saw what was coming, and he protected Unc and got that trademark for him because he's tenderism. How you gonna take somebody's catchphrase that you did not create? So I'm glad he has the rights to it. So kudos to that man.
Okay, speaking of that, did you want to hear what the white man had said for Mr.
Uh-uh.
Tenderism said? Okay, we'll leave that for another day. Then we got it good enough, right?
Well,
Okay,
look, I guess you could go and play it for those watching. They probably don't know, so you could play it for them. I know, but you know, but they may not know. So go and play it.
all right, we'll play it right quick.
Good morning. My name's Nick, and recently there's been a lot of conversations about Destination Smokehouse that don't fully represent our history or what we stand for. Today, I want to speak directly to our supporters about Walter Johnson and his involvement with Destination Smokehouse. Walter was never asked to leave. The application to register the trademark for Tenderism was not filed without his knowledge. Walter was an early source of inspiration for me, and I've always been grateful for that. We've shared so many genuine moments together, talking about barbecue and bonding over the craft that we both love. These moments were filled with camaraderie and mutual respect. Today, I'm proud of Walter for having the courage to go after his own dreams. It takes heart. I respect anyone who chooses to build something of their own, and I wish him nothing but the best. The barbecue community is really small. Guys, we all know each other, and as small business owners, I feel it's our responsibility to support one another and celebrate the craft that brings people together through our food. It's always been about great food and the spirit of the community with barbecue, and that's what Destination Smokehouse will always stand for. We're grateful for the support of our guests and our team and the barbecue community. We will remain focused on moving forward with respect, positivity, and a shared purpose. Thank you, guys.
Look like he kind of sad, but it is what it is. I mean, don't try to take away a man's intelligence and stuff like that when you taking advantage of that old man, and he don't know no business, and it's the way it is.
Yeah, I just thank God, like whoever was in Mr. Walter's life or family or friends, that they looked out for him and looking out, because it took people that's on TikTok to kind of raise awareness too, like red flag, like, hey, something ain't right there. So I'm glad other people stepped in and looking out for him, and also got a $5,000 GoFundMe. So that's good. He gonna be continued blessed in his old age. You know what I mean? He got more to come.
Yeah.
And he cooked for Ron Isley and his wife at their home. So I can see him being like a private smoker, a private pit master. You see what I'm saying? Cooking for people. I can see that for him. He don't even have to open a restaurant. If he wants to, he can do a food truck, and he could just be a private chef, private cook, pit master. I think that's what they call it, when you barbecue like that. So
You said what do you call himself? Celebrity food blogger Keith Lee? Was
yeah.
the one that, yeah.
So
Want to give
basically,
him 4,000K, 4K or something like that?
yeah. So basically, Keith Lee, he, like people say online, he the right person that we made famous. Like he's such a God loving, fearing family man, good black man. You know what I'm saying? A good representation of black men. And he basically, goes from town to town, city to city, state to state, and he reviews food, of a lot of black owned restaurant, in a restaurant in general that he get recommendation for. He sent his family in there to get the food, so he doesn't get any special privileges or treatment so he could get his honest review. So, of course, he saw like how all of us seen on TikTok how Uncle's blowing up and how the food in the restaurant was blowing up. So he went to, seeing his family get the food. And then after he gets the food, he come in and show his face. And, he's a big tipper. He tips real good. In the thousands to people, to the restaurant owner, to the staff, to the customers. He'll pay for customers' food. So I'm pretty sure he probably, gave tips to other staff and people and paid for people food. So he wanted to, specifically bless Unc and get him $4,000. But I think they was trying to evade Unc from getting with Keith Lee to get that money, because you could tell that man wanted that money. He didn't think Unc needed that money. You see what I'm saying?
Oh, that's so Shay. That's so dirty right there. That's so dirty, man.
Yeah, it's like
if he would gave you a piece too, he would have said, "Hey, here." But he wanted to give that man that money. You can't block nobody blessing like that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you can't tell nobody what to do with their money. It's like, if Keith Lee wanted to give you some money, he would have gave you some money. He didn't want to give your ass some money. He probably gave I think he paid for people's food and probably tipped some of their staff. But Unc is a major part of that restaurant. I'm sorry. He made the restaurant blow up to where
We gotta ask a question. What's that restaurant at?
It's in Marietta, California.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, like South California. When it said Marietta, I was like, damn, I wouldn't mind going, but I saw Marietta, California. I said, oh hell.
Well, yeah, in Georgia, right?
Yeah, I thought it was Georgia, but it was Marietta, California.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, he took that restaurant to the next level. So I'm glad he gone, because if somebody basically gonna hate on you and be jealous like that, it's time to go. You see what I'm saying? Period. Because it ain't gonna get no better.
Yeah. No. It'll get worse. All right. A good story to talk about that. We move on to that story, to another story that we've been following. We can get this Unc story off here right quick. Okay. We want to talk about this right here. Well, we know Matthew Knowles has been a part of Destiny's Child from the beginning. Well, we thought until it was some news that it was a lady named Miss Ann that really started Destiny's Child from the ground up. And Matthew Knowles was co-manager. And we know that Destiny's Child became a worldwide R&B girl group with Beyonce, Kelly Rowland, and Michelle Williams, LaToya Lovett, and Latavia, and Farrah. They all played their part, but we all know that Beyonce, Kelly, and Michelle was the three. Let's look at this interview that was conducted, and Matthew Knowles was asked this question about whether his ex-wife Tina stood in the contributions of Destiny's Child. Take a look.
You've earned your flowers. I've said the same thing to Miss Tina Knowles. You guys put in the work, and obviously the talent was there with your kids and your grandkids.
What work did she put in?
In the hair.
Okay.
Clothing,
yeah, you're absolutely right. And the styling.
The styling.
The imaging, you're right.
She claimed to have preyed on the name and different aspects of that.
Sure. Sure.
So, yeah. It's a joint effort.
We'll stop now.
Sorry, did I say something wrong?
No. We're good.
All right.
You're good.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I really appreciate it.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. You heard from that interview, like Matthew Knowles got offended, Brittany, about Tina didn't really do nothing. I was thinking a little bit like Matthew, like she just did the style and the fashions and stuff like that. What we saw with Destiny's Child have matching outfits, different outfits, same sequence and stuff like that. Was I wrong, or was both me and Matthew wrong on that situation?
Yes, because Miss Tina contribute too, because she had to put in work to design, to sew those clothes, her and Uncle Johnny, and to come up with their look and fashion, that plays a part in a group's look too. You see what I'm saying? And they had iconic looks even back in the day that you can refer to and look back at. Soul Train Awards, MTV Awards, music videos. So she
BT.
played her part. Yeah, BT Awards. It's because designers didn't want to dress them during that time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So she made individual pieces, but it was all collective together as a group too. So
Yeah.
I feel like Miss Tina played her part too, and she held it down, with her salon, paying the bills too, while he was up there working to get the girls to where they at. It was all a group effort. It wasn't just on solely on him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everybody had to play their part, from the girls to the management to the corporation to the music industry, the music company, whatever. It all take a teamwork made the dream work. So I don't like how he was trying to discredit her, because she played her part. She's still playing her part. You know what I'm saying? If it wasn't for her having those girls or raising those girls, now come on now, like he ain't perfect. He did some things. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah,
I
but
mean, he got like a daughter that's sort of like a dark skinned daughter.
yeah, he don't even have no involvement in the girl life, because the mother he was messing with was during the time he was married to Miss Tina, so he broke up his own family.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah, I like Miss
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
like Miss Tina, so he ain't gonna be doing Miss Tina like that now.
All right. We also talked about this. Keke Palmer. She had Demi Lovato on her show, and they talked about the age gap of dating.
I'm 15. Why is my boyfriend 20?
Why was my boyfriend 30?
Girl!
You know what I'm saying?
Damn. I'm not smiling at that, but that is real. We was trying to find outlets, though. I don't think, and also just a way to process this, and nobody our age, I mean,
could understand. Nobody our age could understand. But then you look back in hindsight, when I turned 30, I was like, that's not okay.
What's your thoughts on that? When they was young, they was dating older men, but I mean, what were the parents, or who was out there telling these girls to, hey, you need to slow down or something, stop being so fast?
I think like a lot of people say it was a part of the time during that time, because a lot of people date old men that don't make it right though. But like they were saying, they was being taken advantage of and being manipulated to thinking that was okay. You know what I mean? Till they got to the age that person that they was talking to, that older guy, when they was the same age as that person, they realized, like, from a female perspective, like that's not cool, like that's not right. I wouldn't, like, for them, they said, like, I wouldn't even want to talk to a guy that was my age back then that I am now. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like a lot of grooming was going on back then, and telling them, you so mature for your age, you're not like the other girls, yada yada yada. All that was just running game. That's all.
I know Will Rama was dating her at a minute, and then he was dating Lindsay Lohan too. So I was like, damn.
Yeah, had a pattern. He dated Mandy Moore. Like, all of them was underage. So we gotta really look at Wilmer Valderrama. Like, is he still doing this shit, or did he find somebody of age? Because he looked like he liked the younger girls when he was like 20, 25, and 30. That's when he did it. Because I think he was kind of close to ages to Mandy Moore. I think he was like 25 with Lindsay almost, when she was like under 18, and he damn near was 30 with Demi. Like, that don't make no sense.
Yeah, that don't make no. I mean, that's how they date now these days, and they're still doing this to this day. So I mean, it starts with maybe girls just don't know, like you said, they just go by what they know at the time, but they don't try to, like, quick, smarten up a little bit.
Yeah.
And finally, before we go, the Reverend Jesse Jackson had his funeral, Brittany Shay. It was real packed. He had a memorial service And Jesse Jackson had a who's who of presidents. You see right there, Joe Biden, Obama, Bill Clinton. A whole lot of people were out there. What's your whole thoughts on the funeral?
I saw bits and pieces of it, but it looked like it was a nice homegoing. I don't know if it's homegoing or home. I think they call it homecoming. No, homegoing. It was a nice homegoing for him. You know, he paved the way, and you know, he made his contribution to civil rights. So I was, you know, glad to see everybody was, you know, there to support and celebrate his life. And I especially was glad to see the, you know, the former president. It made me tear eyed just looking at Obama and Kamala, because what we had and what we could have had.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wish we could have had Kamala. It's the first female president, and you know, woman of color president. And we wouldn't have been dealing with none of this stuff. I think she would have been so helpful and so beneficial to America and what she had planned for us. But folks sat out on the election. Folks was indecisive. Folks was, you know, trying to vote based off of prejudice and sexism. And it was just a hot ass mess. 2024, right? 2024.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2024 was a hot ass mess. And I'll never forget it. It hurt my heart to this day that she didn't win. I really was having hope and believed that she would, but I should have known better when they didn't vote for a white woman, didn't vote for Hillary. I should have known better. But it's okay, because I feel like God gonna turn it around for all of our good. The people that stay faithful and true and children of God, He gonna turn it around.
Even to the folks that voted against her.
I mean, yeah, I guess. I don't know. I can't.
You said, I guess.
I guess, but I'm talking about God's children. God know who His children is, and the ones that act like they are and aren't. And like I said, we probably serving two different gods, because I don't know what everybody else got going on.
Whatever their God is and stuff like that.
Yeah, whatever, whoever they serve. You know, you can't serve two masters, so I don't know what's going on with it.
Okay. All right. That's gonna do it for Connect Now. So for Brittany, Shay, I've been your host, Kendrick saying so long. Thanks for watching. Connect Now.
Peace.